I get tons and tons of comments saying that my tutorials never work. However, it does work for other people, so maybe it's not a problem with my tutorials, but you could be making some errors in your own commands. I'm going to run through some problems that people have with command blocks, and I'm not going to go over all of them because there are millions of things that can go wrong. I'm just going to list off some common mistakes that hopefully will help people realize why their command actually isn't working, even though they think they did everything I said in the tutorial. Okay, so let's walk through them all. First of all, we have a summon command, summon zombie. Nothing happened because I forgot to put the E here. I need to spell things correctly. Command blocks cannot guess what you're trying to say. Now let's take a look at this one, summon zombie. It's spelled correct, but nothing happens because I need to capitalize the Z. Capitalization is very, very important when it comes to commands. Again, command blocks aren't actually that smart. You need to tell them exactly what you want, right down to what case the letter is. Okay, let's take a look at this one, summon zombie 5 blocks up. As you can see, nothing happened because you actually need another coordinate right here. Make sure you specify everything in the syntax and then it will work, otherwise it won't work. Now let's take a look at this one, summon zombie with a glowing tag. As you can see, it does not have the glowing tag because I actually need to put in 3 coordinates before I can state what NBT tag it is. Okay, so that didn't work either because I didn't press enter or done. So you can't just cancel out of a command and then expect it to work. Okay, so let's push this back. And if I press the button, you can see, ruined by Optifine though, we have the glowing tag. Now, let's move over here. Glowing 1B. Press the button, nothing happens, because we've opened the bracket, but we need to close it as well. Once we do that, it works. Let's move over here now. Okay. Summon zombie with a glowing tag. As you can see, it doesn't work because we need to actually capitalize this tag right here, and then it will work. This command here, summon zombie that's invulnerable and glowing. Okay, so I've got my capitalization right. I've spelled everything correctly. Let's turn it on and nothing happens because there actually needs to be a comma here to separate the different tags. Once we do that, it will be invulnerable, it's not taking damage from the fire, and it's glowing. Let's take a look at this one. We summon a zombie with a spider riding on it. Press the button here. As you can see, nothing's happening. Now everything looks okay, but we've actually forgotten to put square brackets. Some tags need square brackets, otherwise they will not work. So now that we've done that, it has a spider on top of it. Let's take a look at this command. Glowing 1B, yes again, except we've spelled it wrong. We need to put a G on the end here. Always check the spelling, otherwise your commands will never work. Okay, so this is an entity data command, and it's going to make creepers glow. Let's place a few down. Nothing happens because this needs redstone. We need to turn it to always active for it to work, or, as you can see, we've turned it back to needs redstone. This is happening. We need to turn the machine on. Now, sometimes you have always active commands that don't seem to be doing anything. To fix that, go to needs redstone, click done, go back into it, turn it back to always active, and then click done. And then that's another way of checking your commands. Now, let's go over here, and as you can see, we are executing an entity data on skeletons within a radius of 5. Now, if we go over here, the command's not working because it actually needs to be within the command block, not just within the player. If you want everything to work within the player, you have to go execute at all, and then you must put in your 3 coordinates, otherwise it won't work. And if we remove the space here, and then try and use the command, you can see it doesn't work. So always check for spacing as well, because otherwise the command will not work. Let's take a look at this next one. Let's have a creeper with a custom name of example. It's glowing. I didn't specify that it should be glowing. Wait a sec, no, the command back here did. So you gotta make sure that other commands aren't actually interfering with the commands that you're trying to test. Usually opening up a new world can help you with this. Let's take a look at this one. Summon zombie with an iron sword in its hand using the equipment tag. If I press this button, it doesn't have an iron sword. You know why? The equipment tag only works in versions 1.7 and 1.8. It got changed in 1.9. you gotta make sure that your versions are accurate. I'm in 1.10 at the moment, so the thing that works are the hand items tag, and this tag will not work in 1.8. Make sure you're checking your version, otherwise things will not work. There we go, it's holding the sword. This command block here will say everyone with the tag of hello. Let's press the button. Nothing happens because I do not have the hello tag. We need to give ourselves that tag. Let's go, scoreboard players tag at all hello. Oh, it didn't work because it says here that we need to say scoreboard players tag player add the tag name. Okay, so let's go tag at all add hello, and if we activate this command it will work now. And then of course we can remove that tag like so. Now, this next one is a bit more complicated. I've got a command all the way over here, which basically glows villagers. So, if we place these guys down, you can see that this command works. However, if we go really far away, like over here, you can see the villagers aren't glowing. That command's no longer working because the command over there is unloaded. It's in an unloaded chunk. Now, in order for commands to work, the chunks have to be loaded. You can fix this problem by typing in /set world spawn where that is. Now, bear in mind that will move the spawn point here. It won't duplicate it, so that the commands over there will no longer work. So now, if we go all the way over here and then place down our villager spawn egg, it will start glowing. So make sure that all your command blocks are within 100 blocks of this world spawn that you have here. Let's go back to the passengers tag real quick. We have a zombie with a spider on its passengers, and as you can see, we have an open bracket here, closed one here, open square bracket, closes, open a curly bracket, and it closes. All the brackets seem closed, however the command doesn't work because these two brackets are actually the wrong way around. So we need to delete that and place it here. Press the button and it works. So brackets are very essential for making MBT tags work. And that, my friends, is just a small fraction of reasons why your command block creations are going wrong. Now, I have a tutorials page in the description for a very good reason. It's a nice little compilation of beginners, intermediates, and advanced commands tutorials. So you guys should really check that out. It doesn't matter how skilled you are at command blocks. If something isn't quite working for you, then I highly suggest you go there. Also, when you're using the summon command, I suggest you go to MC Stacker because that is also a very great resource for making very complex mobs really easily. And of course, a special thank you to this month's Patreon, Patrick. Patrick, your contribution has won my undying gratitude for your support for the channel. You also have access to the Patreon chat where you can talk to me directly. I am one step closer to opening up my RPG server. For those who don't know what that is, check my Patreon page to learn all about it. If you are not a Patreon, you still get free videos and creations as normal. And by watching this video and my other videos, you are still supporting the channel, which is great. Thanks everyone for watching, I will see you in the next one.